Hello friends, I hope you all have enjoyed the videos posted on my YouTube channel till now. It has been my endeavor to post quiz on different modules of NISM as well as some of the exams which are very popular. In this particular video, I have prepared 20 quiz questions on mutual funds distributor module level 2, and the questions have been taken from chapter 5, which is related to the valuation of securities which are held by mutual fund in various schemes. As you know that valuation of securities is not that easy. While when securities are traded on the stock exchanges, their price is known. However, there could be many scenarios in which the price or the true value or the right value of the security may not be known. So if the valuation is not accurate, then NAV of the mutual fund will not be essentially accurate. That is the reason there is a separate chapter, which is chapter 5, which deals with the valuation of the securities. So let me start with all those 20 quiz questions. I will take it up one by one and we will try to solve these questions as we move from one slide to the other slide. So here is the first question, which is rather straightforward. So let me kind of help you get the answer for this. Okay, so which of the following entity is supposed to constitute in-house valuation committee which is expected to regularly review the systems and practices of valuation of securities as far as mutual funds are concerned? So we know that mutual funds are run by various entities: trustees, promoters, custodians, asset management company, so which one of this fits into it? So essentially, for the valuation purpose, it is the AMC which constitutes in-house valuation committee, and that works for the valuation. So the answer would be B here. Let us move to question 2. There are many securities we know, okay, which do not fall under the typical framework of valuation, because their characteristics could be different. Okay, they could be a completely different kind of a security. So this question is related to that. In case securities purchased by a mutual fund do not fall within the existing framework of valuation of securities, which of the following method should be used for valuation of security? So while there is a well-defined framework, if the security is not fitting into that framework, what should happen? So there are options given here. Valuation methods prescribed by AMFI. AMFI is a self-regulatory organization, we know. Valuation method prescribed by stock exchanges. Here there is a slight error in the spelling, so please read it as valuation. AMC's proprietary valuation model, or none of the above. In this case, it will be C. So C is the answer here. AMC's proprietary valuation model will be used. This is the third question in our quiz, which is rather straightforward and information based. If a security is not traded on the date of valuation, the value of the security on any exchange on the latest previous day may be used, so long as it is traded within how many days of the valuation day? So this is simple. This is as per the guidelines. So it is 30 days. So 30 days is what we will consider here. Let us move on to question 4, which is slightly tricky, and it requires considering two key aspects. So which of the following conditions best describe thinly traded securities? Some securities are traded frequently, so they are frequently traded or thickly traded securities. Some securities are not traded very frequently, so they are thinly traded securities. So there are two conditions. One is in terms of what is the frequency of trading within a month, and what is the volume of the trading in terms of number of shares. So as per the guidelines, if trading in a month is less than 5 lakhs and the volume traded is less than 50,000, okay, then that is the threshold which will define, okay, which security should be considered as the thinly traded security. So the answer here would be C. So we have to look at that threshold. The security must be getting traded for less than this. We move on to question 5, which is about ABC is a non-traded company. What will be considered as the value of EPS for company ABC if its EPS is negative? So many times when companies are loss making, for loss making companies the EPS is negative, but negative EPS cannot give you a precise answer. What value we should consider, because if you use negative EPS, the value may fall below 0, okay, and prices are typically not below 0, okay. So what should be it? So value as calculated, which is negative, 0, which is the second option, 1 as valuation requires a minimum number, none of the above. In this case, the value is taken as 0, so the answer is B. Let us move on to question 6. If the EPS of a non-traded company is 20 and the industry P to which the company belongs is 40, what will be the capital earning value of the company? So capital earning value of the company here is more like the PE ratio that we are considering. So if we consider the PE ratio for a company which is thinly traded, we take the EPS as 20 while we take the industry PE which is 40, but we only consider 25% of the industry PE. So 25% of 40 is 10. So we will have to look at this PE as 10, okay, in place of 40, because it's a non-traded company. 10 into 20 gives us an answer of 200. So 200 would be the answer here. We move on to the question 7. Gold held by the gold exchange traded fund, which is valued at the AM fixing price of London Bullion Market Association, in which currency? I mean, since it is in London, the currency also needs to be known. Surprisingly, while it is London Bullion Market Association value, fixing price, we consider the US dollar, not pound, euro or yen here. Move on to question number 8. While valuing a non-traded company, the average of book value of company share and its capital earning value is to be reduced for liquidity by what percentage? So we take two things: book value of the company, capital earning value, make an average of it, and then apply 10% for illiquidity. So if it is illiquid, then you have to apply a cut of 10%. The question number 9, which of the following component of reserve should not be considered while valuing a company as far as the net worth of the company is concerned? So company's net worth needs to be considered, and the value per share has to be identified. So for that purpose, as far as a mutual fund valuation is concerned, we don't consider revaluation reserve. Revaluation reserve is slightly tricky and technical also. Question number 10. ABC is a non-traded company. The net worth of the company is 30 and capital earning value of the company is 70. What should be the value of company for calculation of NAV? So we will take the average of 30 plus 70. So we have to consider two things. One is 30 and second is 70. We take an average of the two. So 30 plus 50, average 30 plus 70, average would be 50. And then we apply 10% for illiquidity. So 10% cut will be there. So 10% of 50 here will be 5, and that's why it will be 45. The next question: in such cases where a company has outstanding warrants and options and the shares of a company are non-traded, the adjustment for illiquidity is not 10%, it is actually 15%. So there is an additional 5% consideration for illiquidity. Question number 12. What could be the maximum value of illiquid security as percentage of total assets under the scheme of a mutual fund? So there is a threshold which is kept at 15%. So it could be 15%. So we have now completed 12 questions. I'm sure you are enjoying working with me. You can watch this again in order to get that understanding. We move on to question number 13. Which of the following ways are non-convertible portion of a convertible debenture valued? So a non-convertible debenture may have a convertible as well as a non-convertible portion. So they are valued like debt securities. So not like common equity, not like rights offer, neither like alternative investment. The next question is, as per documented waterfall approach of valuation agencies, which of the following securities should be valued using volume weighted average for trades in 1 hour of trading? So there are valuation agencies which are supposed to ensure that they follow the waterfall approach. So for this, GSEC and T-bills both will be considered. So the answer is C. Question number 15, in which of the following rating is considered below the investment grade for short term in case of money market or debt market? Anything which is below A3, okay, will be considered as the not below the investment grade. So here it will be D as the answer. We move on to question 16. Any recovery for a default security, which is a debt security, should be adjusted against the outstanding interest recognized in the NAV. So first we have to adjust for outstanding interest, and then we have to adjust for outstanding principal amount. Question number 17. Money market and debt market securities, including floating rate securities, are valued in mutual fund schemes for schemes on amortization basis if the residual maturity is up to 30 days. So if your residual maturity is up to 30 days, you will follow the amortization method. Okay. Which of the following instruments securities have to be valued as per valuation given by valuation agencies? It is not just floating rate securities, it is not just OTC derivatives, but it also includes money and debt market securities. So the answer is all of the above. We move on to question 19. Real estate assets held by mutual fund are to be valued at what? Should it be valued at market price, which can be a certain traded price, which could be again how the last transaction has been between the parties, discounted price through certain methods? No, all three answers are wrong. So the right answer is the cost method. Let us move on to question 20. Dash means the amount for which an asset could be exchanged between knowledgeable parties in an arm's length transaction and certified by the real estate valuer. So this answer is simple. We take the fair value. Fair value is the explanation that tells us that it means the amount for which an asset could be exchanged between knowledgeable party. So with this, we have completed 20 questions. I'm sure all these questions have been of help to you. So please do like my channel. Subscribe to my channel and like this particular video. Thank you so much for your time, and I hope you will get some value from the video.